What else are you hearing from the palace tonight about Princess Catherine's condition, not to mention the timing of this announcement?
Really hurtful for the family, as I understand it, but they were particularly worried about the kids finding out that way. Have lots of news coverage whilst they were at school with all the other kids speaking to their kids, so they wanted to wait until they had left school.
We have to assume that there are some cancer cells that are still remaining, so we're giving chemotherapy. But it sounds like it's obviously something that they're being aggressive about and that they have had concern about for...
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where the royal family's hidden truths always bubble to the surface, no matter how hard they try to keep them under wraps. Today, we're unpacking a moment that's got everyone from palace insiders to everyday royal fans buzzing with concern and curiosity. It's about Prince William and Princess Catherine's recent outing to London's Natural History Museum, a seemingly innocent visit that turned into a whirlwind of speculation. What started as a rainy day engagement has snowballed into questions about Catherine's health, her appearance, and what it all means for the future of the monarchy. We've got photos, expert opinions, and even whispers of an emotional revelation from William himself that could change everything we thought we knew. Before we dive deep into this unfolding drama, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you stay ahead of the curve on all things royal. Now let's set the scene and peel back the layers on what really happened during that museum visit. It was a drizzly September morning in 2025 when Prince William and Princess Catherine stepped out for their first official engagement after a quiet summer break. The couple headed to the Natural History Museum's newly transformed gardens, a project close to their hearts with its focus on nature and young environmental heroes. Photos from the day show them smiling under umbrellas, chatting with children, and exploring the lush outdoor spaces. At first glance, it looked like business as usual for the future King and Queen, a chance to reconnect with the public after months of relative seclusion. But eagle-eyed observers quickly zeroed in on something unusual about Catherine's look. Her hair, longer and blonder than we'd seen in recent appearances, caught the light in a way that seemed just a tad off. Social media lit up almost instantly, with fans pointing out how the strands framed her face with an almost too perfect fullness. This wasn't just a style refresh, it felt like a deliberate choice amid ongoing whispers about her well-being. The museum visit, meant to highlight biodiversity and inspire the next generation, instead became the backdrop for a fresh wave of scrutiny. Insiders note that Catherine has always been meticulous about her public image, but this time the rain and wind played tricks, revealing hints that couldn't be ignored. As the day unfolded, reporters captured candid shots that fueled the fire, turning a routine royal appearance into headline news. What was supposed to be a feel-good story about nature and family suddenly shifted gears, pulling us back into the shadows of Catherine's personal battles. With the world watching, this outing exposed more than just the gardens. It hinted at deeper struggles behind the palace doors. As the photos from the Natural History Museum circulated online, the conversation zeroed in on Catherine's hairstyle. She debuted a brighter blonde shade with added length that turned heads, but not everyone was convinced it was all natural. In one particularly telling snapshot, taken during a gust of wind, her hair appeared slightly askew, just for a split second. Reporters on the scene managed to capture the moment, and it spread like wildfire across tabloids and forums. The hair looked remarkably real, with a shine and volume that screamed professional styling, yet that brief misalignment sparked immediate theories. Was this evidence of a wig or extensions masking something more serious? Fans dissected the images pixel by pixel, noting how the roots blended seamlessly, but the overall effect seemed enhanced beyond a simple dye job. This wasn't the first time Catherine's locks had come under the microscope. Her hair has long been a symbol of her polished persona, but post her 2024 cancer diagnosis and subsequent chemotherapy, which often leads to hair loss, the speculation hit differently. Experts weighed in quickly, pointing out that such transformations are common for those recovering from treatment. Yet the timing felt loaded. The museum's rainy conditions only amplified the drama, as umbrellas and hoods couldn't fully shield her from prying lenses. What might have been dismissed as a bad hair day in anyone else became a symbol of vulnerability for the princess. Whispers grew louder. If this was indeed a cover-up, what else was being hidden? The photo that captured the askew moment became iconic overnight, a visual clue that royal watchers couldn't unsee, pushing the narrative from admiration to alarm. It was a reminder that even in controlled environments, the truth has a way of slipping through. Enter Lisa Richards, the founder of luxury hair extension brand RPZL, whose comments added fuel to the already blazing fire. In interviews, Richards revealed that she had it confirmed Catherine has used her brand's high-end extensions, though the exact timing remains a mystery. These aren't your average clip-ins. RPZL products range from $699 to $1,700, crafted for seamless integration and natural movement. Richards' statement wasn't a direct tie to the museum visit, but it landed at the perfect moment to stoke the rumors. She emphasized how her extensions are designed for discretion, helping clients achieve volume and length without detection, which only made fans wonder if this was the secret behind Catherine's new look. Other stylists chimed in, with some defending the princess against wig accusations, calling them cruel given her health history. A former royal hairstylist even slammed the speculation, insisting that post-chemo hair growth can be aided by professional tools without it being fake. But Richard's confirmation stood out, lending credibility to the idea that Catherine's appearance might involve enhancements. This revelation shifted the discourse from mere gossip to something more substantiated, raising questions about why now and what it signals. Insiders suggest that opting for such luxury items shows a commitment to maintaining poise under pressure, but it also highlights the lengths royals go to project normalcy. The brand's prestige, favoured by celebrities like Gigi Hadid and Alex Earle, positions Catherine in a world of high-fashion solutions to real-life challenges. Yet, this expert nod didn't quell the concerns. If anything, it amplified them, turning a personal choice into a public puzzle piece. As the story spread, it became clear this wasn't just about hair. It was about resilience in the face of unrelenting scrutiny. In the aftermath of the museum visit, reports surfaced of Prince William opening up in a way that's rare for the stoic future king. Sources close to the couple describe him as visibly emotional during private conversations, finally addressing Catherine's true situation amid the swirling rumours. While no official statement came from Kensington Palace, whispers from insiders paint a picture of William sharing heartfelt details about her recovery journey. He reportedly confided that the past year had been tougher than the public knew, with Catherine's strength inspiring him daily. This revelation, though not broadcast publicly, leaked through royal circles, suggesting William couldn't hide his feelings any longer. The wig speculation hit close to home, prompting him to reflect on the toll of constant media pressure. Friends say he spoke of Catherine's determination to return to duties, even as she navigates lingering effects from treatment. His words carried a mix of pride and protectiveness, emphasizing how they've leaned on each other through health scares and family strains. This emotional outpouring marks a shift for William, who's often guarded, but it underscores the human side of royalty. By revealing these glimpses, he aimed to humanize their story, countering the cold speculation with warmth and reality. Yet it also raised alarms. If William is this candid behind closed doors, what does it mean for their public facade? The museum visit, with its unintended exposure, seems to have been the tipping point, forcing a raw honesty that's both touching and telling. In a monarchy built on composure, this vulnerability could be a game changer. To understand the weight of this moment, we need to rewind to Catherine's cancer announcement in 2024. The princess shocked the world with a video message revealing her diagnosis and the start of preventive chemotherapy. It was a vulnerable share, showing her seated on a bench, speaking directly to the camera about protecting her young family. The treatment, known for side effects like hair loss, kept her out of the spotlight for months, fueling endless theories. By early 2025, she declared her cancer in remission, a milestone celebrated globally, but recovery isn't overnight. Insiders recall how the family rallied, with William stepping up duties while shielding George, Charlotte and Louis from the storm. The museum outing marked a triumphant return, yet the hair rumours dragged us back to those darker days. Catherine's choice to embrace a bolder look could be seen as empowerment, a way to reclaim her image post-treatment. But the askew photo reminded everyone of the physical toll, echoing stories from other survivors who use wigs or extensions as bridges to normalcy. This context adds layers to William's revelation, showing a couple navigating not just royal protocols, but profound personal challenges. The monarchy, often criticised for its stiffness, faces a test in how it handles such transparency. Catherine's journey has humanised her, drawing empathy, but it also spotlights the pressure on her to appear flawless. As we connect the dots from diagnosis to this latest visit, it's clear the story is far from over. Each public step forward carries echoes of the battles fought in private. This hair drama isn't isolated, it's a siren for bigger issues within the British monarchy. Catherine's appearance at the museum, coupled with the wig whispers and William's emotional insights, signals potential cracks in the institution's polished exterior. For centuries, the royals have projected invincibility, but modern scrutiny via social media and instant photos makes hiding vulnerabilities impossible. This incident highlights the tension between privacy and public duty, especially for a figure like Catherine, whose health directly impacts the line of succession. Experts argue it's a big alarm, as unresolved speculation could erode public trust. If fans perceive cover-ups, it fuels anti-monarchy sentiments in an era of cost-of-living crises and calls for reform. William's revelations, while humanising, risk portraying the family as fragile, which might worry traditionalists. On the flip side, it could modernise the crown, making it more relatable and resilient. The RPZL confirmation adds a layer of luxury to the narrative, reminding us of the resources at their disposal, yet it also invites questions about authenticity. Palace sources insist the couple is focused on stability, but this episode underscores the high stakes. With King Charles's own health history, the Waleses are under a microscope as the future. This museum moment could be a pivot, pushing toward greater openness or tighter controls. Either way, it's a wake-up call that the monarchy can't afford to ignore the human elements anymore. In a changing world, adaptability might be their greatest asset. The whirlwind surrounding Prince William and Princess Catherine's Natural History Museum visit goes beyond headlines, offering a rare glimpse into the heart of their family life and the path they're forging for the monarchy. At the core of this story is a couple determined to shield their children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, from the relentless glare of public scrutiny while navigating personal trials. The museum outing, centered on engaging young environmentalists, was a reflection of their hands-on parenting style, emphasizing values like curiosity and connection to nature. Yet, the unexpected hair controversy thrust their private struggles back into the spotlight, underscoring the delicate balance they maintain. Insiders reveal that William's emotional disclosures in the wake of this event weren't just about Catherine's health. They touched on the profound impact of these moments on their children, particularly as George approaches his teenage years and grows more aware of his future role as king. Catherine's recovery from her 2024 cancer diagnosis has been a defining chapter for the Wales family, knitting them closer through shared resilience. Sources close to the couple describe quiet evenings at Adelaide Cottage, where William and Catherine have prioritised normalcy, school runs, family dinners, and outdoor adventures in Windsor's sprawling grounds. These moments, though simple, are deliberate, designed to give their children a grounded upbringing despite their extraordinary destiny. The museum visit, meant to align with their public commitment to environmental causes, also served as a teaching moment for the kids, who joined their parents in celebrating young activists. But the wig speculation added an unintended layer of stress, with William reportedly confiding to friends about the challenge of shielding George, Charlotte and Louis from media frenzy. George, now 12, is beginning to grasp the weight of his position, and insiders say Catherine is especially focused on ensuring he feels supported rather than burdened. Looking forward, William and Catherine are recalibrating their approach to public life. The museum incident has prompted a strategic rethink, with plans for more carefully curated engagements to minimize slip-ups that fuel rumors. William's rare openness about Catherine's journey hints at a broader shift towards selective transparency, where personal stories are shared to build empathy without sacrificing privacy. This approach could redefine royal leadership, blending duty with relatability in a way that resonates with a modern public. Catherine's bold hair choice, whether aided by extensions or not, symbolizes her reclaiming agency post-remission, a powerful statement of renewal. Yet, the persistent health rumors pose a risk, potentially overshadowing their advocacy work like the Earthshot Prize or mental health initiatives. The family's unity remains their greatest strength. Insiders note that Catherine's recovery has deepened their bond, with William taking on more domestic roles during her treatment, from helping with homework to planning family outings. This teamwork extends to their vision for the monarchy, where they aim to model resilience and authenticity for their children. By choosing Windsor over grander palaces, they're crafting a life where duty and family coexist, a blueprint for George's future reign. The museum drama, while jarring, has only reinforced their commitment to this balance. It's a reminder that vulnerability, when handled with care, can strengthen public connection rather than weaken it. As they move forward, William and Catherine are poised to lead with a human touch, proving that even under pressure, their family's core remains unshakable. What's next for the Waleses? More engagements are planned, but with an eye toward controlling the narrative. The hair controversy has sparked internal discussions about image management, with advisors urging a balance between openness and restraint. Catherine's journey, from diagnosis to recovery, has become a touchstone for their public story, showing a monarchy that evolves through adversity. For George, Charlotte and Louis, this chapter teaches resilience, preparing them for a world that watches their every move. Ultimately, this isn't just about one visit or one photo. It's about a family redefining royal life, where strength lies in unity and authenticity trumps perfection. And there you have it, the full unravelling of a museum visit that was meant to spotlight nature but instead shone a harsh light on the personal struggles of Prince William and Princess Catherine. From that fleeting, wind-blown moment revealing a possible wig to Lisa Richards' bombshell about RPZL extensions, and finally, William's rare emotional outpouring about Catherine's true situation, this story has peeled back layers of the royal facade. It's a saga that transcends gossip, touching on resilience, vulnerability, and the relentless pressure of life in the public eye. What started as a routine outing at the Natural History Museum has morphed into a global conversation about health, authenticity, and the future of the monarchy itself. This isn't just about a hairstyle gone askew, it's about a couple navigating unimaginable challenges while carrying the weight of a centuries-old institution. The whispers of Catherine's health, amplified by that single photograph, remind us that even the most polished royals are human, grappling with the same fears and hopes as anyone else. William's candid reflections, though shared behind closed doors, signal a shift toward openness that could redefine how we view the crown. But now it's over to you. What do you make of this whirlwind? Is the speculation about Catherine's wig a legitimate concern, pointing to deeper health issues the palace might be downplaying, or is it just another case of the media blowing a private moment out of proportion? Does William's emotional vulnerability make the monarchy feel more relatable, showing a future king who's unafraid to wear his heart on his sleeve? Or does it raise red flags about the stability of an institution that thrives on stoicism? How do you see this moment fitting into the broader narrative of a modernising monarchy? Are William and Catherine rewriting the royal playbook by embracing transparency, or are they risking too much by letting the public peek behind the curtain? And what about the children, George, Charlotte and Louis, growing up under this microscope? Should the couple shield them further, or is this openness a way to prepare them for their future roles? We want your take on every angle. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one and love the debates you spark. If this deep dive has gripped you, hit that like button, share it with fellow royal watchers, and subscribe to stay in the loop on every twist and turn in the monarchy's evolving story. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for the next chapter in this royal drama. It's bound to keep us guessing.